SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I want to cover this article with you guys. I'm going to link it, though, so you can read this maybe after I go through my commentary on the video. It's a great read. It's actually from Jeff Moore, who I think just contributes to Fierce Wireless. But he's got his own firm that he does, his own research. He looks at store retail footprints. He looks at the prepaid and postpaid market trends. You can also follow him on Twitter. I mean, great insight here. Anyways, so I'll link it for you guys to check out. But before I offer my commentary, I want to let you guys know that there are ways to support the SMT. One way is with buying me a coffee. Link is in the description for that. And also, if you want to try a new service and you're looking for a new carrier where you could save some money, try Mint Mobile, and our partner link is in the description for that. All right, so specifically when it comes to wireless retail, right, we're talking about like stores. We have seen a lot of different renditions of retail. We've seen a attempted shift to online sales, or more of it, I should say. Nobody more famous for it than Verizon, right? Basically trying to take the human element out of it, reduce the amount of interaction, reduce the amount of stores, all of those things. And all the carriers are kind of adjusting to the way that things are moving. Verizon CEO Hans Vestberg said at CES 2021 in the heart of the pandemic that the pandemic itself kind of moved the digital revolution forward by an estimated 5 to 7 years. Unfortunately, I don't think this is actually true. I think that's a bit premature. Pretty much every wireless operator and carrier has actually seen an increase in retail from that time frame. So post-pandemic, if we're calling it that, while T-Mobile has announced a new retail strategy, and AT&T has also kind of moved away from their former retail strategy, and all of them kind of moving towards, express formats where you can just pick up and buy stuff in, online, and then you just pick up in the store. But they still have yet to really turn away from traditional retail space, where a lot of customers are still very comfortable going into a store, dealing with an agent or a rep who can help them with their new devices, get a lot of things kind of transition, new SIM cards, new plans, trade-ins. All of those things can be done in person to eliminate the possible confusion that the customer may have. Remember, folks, those of us here on this channel, the SMT Nation, people that watch these videos, you're more technically inclined than most. You're probably more technically inclined than 90% of, wireless customers. So Verizon has kind of learned the hard way. They experimented with the Verizon Express program, and it didn't work. For the most part, it looks like they are pretty much going to abandon it moving forward. Their dealers, have kind of taken over some of the corporate locations where they've gone back to that traditional, retail space. And, they've experimented with the whole Verizon Express format in which they're trying to go with that touchless transaction, 4 minutes or less, where customers do everything online. They pick up in the store, kind of like a hybrid online retail format, and it's over. That pilot didn't turn out well. And it's good if you think about it. Verizon tried it, wanted to see if they can kind of get ahead of that with something, and it hasn't really panned out, and they're going to just pivot back to normal retail operations until something else is required. AT&T has been growing their store count. T-Mobile has actually been growing their store count, especially with them expanding in rural areas, in places where their network is now getting larger. The one-size-fits-all simply does not really work, right? You have to be adjustable. You have to offer multi-channel. You've got to have customized retail experiences. T-Mobile's ready to make those adjustments and work through those things. AT&T has done it. And, you look at kind of like with what Verizon doing, shrinking their store count, they've put themselves at a disadvantage. Their plans are obviously more premium and expensive than their competitors. And one could argue how much that actually is. But calling Verizon Care the lack of retail enthusiasm, I don't know. It says here that Verizon corporate stores no longer post store hours. Instead, they post QR codes. Well, how does a customer know what to do there? I mean, scan a QR code and then try to set an appointment for the following day? I've criticized this in the past. I don't think this is the right thing for Verizon to really focus on. I think the goal for them should be to operate normal retail operations. The last couple years have not been kind to Verizon. Trying to force, circle, square pegs into circle, holes is just not working. I can respect that they're trying to be more cutting edge, be out and ahead of retail tendencies and trends, but it hasn't panned out. So hopefully they can kind of get things back on track. Maybe look at what the other carriers are doing as they're finding success. Give yourself the best chance to compete for growth opportunities and serving customers better. You don't want to lose customers to T-Mobile, AT&T, and other operators who are willing to do what the consumer wants. When you're in business for customers' dollars, you need to serve the customers the way that they want, or they will find it from somewhere else. Where there's customers, you want to take that opportunity to get their business. Last I checked, business is about generating revenue. And why would you not want to service those customers? What do you guys think? After reading this article, maybe come back and comment on this video. Love to hear what you have to say on this. You all the voice of the people. The SMT Nation, let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links are in the description for all things going on with the channel. The real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. Then also the Mint Mobile partner link is there if you guys want to try out that service. Help yourself save some money and then help out the channel at the same time. Thanks for watching and listening in on this commentary. We shall see you soon on the next video. Peace.